bombers are fine, though. I mean, like Bryson with 4 par 5s. Anytime I can get 4 par 5s with Bryson, I'll take Bryson still. I'll take my chances. But
all right, Big T. We got Uncle T giving out JT at 20-1.
I'm doubling down with TNT. I'm taking JT at 20-1. I don't even care that we like the same dude. I don't even care. I'm doubling down. TNT effect. We're gonna both take JT at 20-1. I gotta find something in the mid range here. Let's see.
What do you like in that area? Corey Connors.
Yeah,
I'll take Burns. You take Connors.
Yeah, definitely. I want Connors. I'm taking Sergio at 80-1 for my mid range. Harmon's 225-1. Dylan Smith just made fun of me. Sergio, yeah, he's 80-1. Dylan Smith, stop. Chris Myers says Big T is going to take advantage of himself tonight. That is not true either. The wife is waiting for me. I guarantee that. So stop.
Shit, wife's waiting for you.
She just texted me during the show asking me when I'm coming up. So stop.
What is going on, everyone? It's AP over here at Ron Pierce Sports, bringing you once again the Strokes Game Show. I'm here with my two main guys. We got Hoop, we got Snyder. Hoop, what's going on, man? Masters Week, how you feeling?
I feel great. Excited to be here breaking down the Masters. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the upgrade again this week. Uncle T decided to not be a part of the Tuesday team. He chose the Wednesday team over the Tuesday team again, but we get the more knowledgeable PGA DFS guy in Snyder, so I'm excited. Looking forward to get some of his takes and just looking forward to the event overall.
Yeah, I agree with that. Massive upgrade. Uncle T, he wants to ditch us. You know, he's going to be on tomorrow night with the Wednesday guys. We don't care. We don't care at all, Uncle T. Get out of here, Uncle T. We don't care. We got Snyder with us tonight. Snyder, what's going on, man? How excited are you for the Masters this week?
Oh, man, I'm just pumped for this week. It's the Super Bowl of PGA. Couldn't be much better, and everything's looking to be a good event here with it. It's going to play a lot tougher this year, which I like. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it a lot.
Dude, Snyder, I know you're pumped because you had an article up on Tuesday. I was looking for Coops, and I'm like, oh, shit. Snyder has an article up. I'm like, whoo, baby. Let's go. He's beating Coop to it. So that was a good read. That was one of the first articles I read, actually, heading into this week. So, again, if you haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out a ton to keep the show free and coming to you guys to help you find the winners. I want to just take a quick moment and talk about, winners that we've had, Rumpier Sports members. Let's talk about Kevin Huffman. He won $21K in PGA last week. Big shout out to Kevin, massive win. Hoop, I think you went over this winners. Do you know what his build was? I don't know if I have it.
Yeah, I don't have the exact team, but I know he won both the single entries. He won the $200 single entry and the $100 single entry on DK. I don't know exactly. Here it is. I think they pulled up. No, we don't have the exact lineup, but yeah, first place in the 200 and first place in the $100 GPP. I'm assuming, some combination of Spieth, Hoffman, Matt Wallace.
Now, I do know Mike J32, our next winner. I do know he won the Thunderdome against ours right here, Mr. Hoopster. And I remember the tweet. Hadley got it done for him. The workbench play of the week. Right. Chesson Hadley. He had all right, very disappointing Sunday. He was right there in the mix. And look, Hadley's he's a guy, he struggles with course management, but his ball striking was there, and I feel like the pressure got to him on Sunday. So, you know what? It's going to keep his ownership down. We're going to target him again. I feel like this is going to be a breakout year for him, and he's going to get it done for us one of these times. I'm not saying a win. I don't think he's ready to win yet, but he's going to lock in a top 5, a top 10 for us later this year at sub 3% ownership, and he's going to help us win a ton of money. And what's so funny is our guy DD Pensack in chat in Discord, he was talking shit about Hadley all week. Like, what a bad play, blah, blah, blah. Hadley won this guy $100K. Won him $100K earlier this year. Come on, Pensack. Get better, man. All right, guys. It's Masters Week. We're in Augusta, Georgia. I'm going to kick it over to you, Snyder. You wrote that article. I thought it was fantastic. We all know the course, 4 par 5s, decently long. Give us like a real quick summary of what you're seeing and why it's going to be different. Like, all I care about is why it's going to be different than what we saw 5 months ago when we were playing the Masters in October, I believe it was.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the ryegrass is coming up good this time. It's going to be way more firmer and faster. They haven't seen near the rain they did last year. From all accounts I've heard, it's playing almost as firm and as fast as it ever has this early in the week. Sergio was talking about that. A lot of people don't know. I mean, of course, they have the sub-air under the greens like everyone knows, but they actually have it under the fairways also, which is few and far. And so they can really control whatever conditions they want as this event goes. I realize we're going to get some rain going on this week, but that shouldn't affect them at all. I mean, they can suck as much moisture out of this golf course as they need. And I'm looking for like a lower, I mean, they're not going to want another 20 under round this year. I'm looking for something more around in that -7 to -10 range for the winner. I think it's going to play quite a bit different this year. Yeah,
you mentioned the rye grass. I got rye whiskey right here, so that's gonna bring the good mojo. All right, real quick before we get into it, one thing I got to address. So our guy Coop, I love Coop. Coop, you're the man, but I got to talk some shit real quick. He said something in chat that just absolutely threw me off. He said they mow the grass to eliminate distance. Snyder, what is he talking about? Like, what are we gonna? When I think of like a course that's playing, hard and fast, I think like, how is that going to eliminate distance? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Man, when I seen that, I was like literally dead. I was rolling, laughing. I'd never heard anything like that. Just got me going good. I mean, the undulations they have here in the fairways. I mean, there's no way there. I mean, once that ball gets rolling, I mean, it's going where it wants.
Yeah. What's worse, that comment or Mangone's layered rough comment? I mean, those got to be side by side as two of the worst comments ever made there.
Yeah, the layered rough, the mowing the grass to remove distance. There's a lot of them. We can go on and on and on. Some of them apply. I get it, but. At the end of the day, these golfers have to go out and play golf. And that's kind of what I feel like people, and I used to be, this used to be a big problem for me. I would overthink things. I would look at the stats. I would get caught up in all of that. And once I learned just to forget about that, play the guys who we feel comfortable with that are playing good golf, that have win equity, follow the Vegas odds, my return on investment went up. My ROI went up. So, again, don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Stick to the winners. And that's what we are going to help you find this week. So if you're new to the show, here's how we do it. We're going to go tier by tier. We're going to start with the 10K and up range. Then we're going to go to the 9K and up range, etc. And we're going to talk strategy. We're going to talk about best plays. And at the end of the day, I think we're going to find the winners. We do a very good job at that. So let's start with this 10K and up range. I want to start with you, Snyder. Talk to me about this range. Talk to me about the guys that you like. I'm gonna change it up on us. We have to give one guy we love and one guy we want to fade in this range, okay? Or be underweight. Be underweight on. So fade or underweight.
All right, I'll start with the guys I really like. I mean, Jon Rahm sets up just so well for this course. He's finished inside the top 10 in his past 3 trips. And he's always near the top of the leaderboard, and his tee to green game coming in is as strong as it's been in a long time. He really enjoys playing here. I mean, they don't have the green smokes. I heard an interview with him earlier talking about that. he really enjoys this event more so because they don't allow it. He's more of a feel putter and a memory putter. He says it's great how your course history here plays a big role here, and I think he's a strong candidate this week. I mean, he already had his baby, so there's nothing to worry about there. He's got the baby swag going. The next guy I'm going to look to is Justin Thomas. Just another great spend up here. He's coming off a player's win, gained nearly 13 strokes tee to green in that event. I mean, the irons are one of the best in the world. He's gotten better every trip here. He's went 39th, 22nd, 17th, 12th, and 4th in his 5 starts here. The next guy I'm going to go to will ruffle some feathers here, I know. I mean, Rory McIlroy, good leverage play. I mean, he's had a couple of missed cuts this year, which he's lost, I think, over 10 strokes putting in those 2. But I think he's going to come out. I mean, he isn't being talked up at all this week. Usually he's being talked up about, I mean, the career Grand Slam. They're always asking him all these questions. I mean, he's got great course history here. I mean,
Snyder, you're watching too much of JT Hayes. I know you watch all our shows, and it rubs off on me too. But McElroy, is that what you called him? Rory McIlroy?
fair enough.
Snyder, who is your fade in this range though? Because you like Justin Thomas, you like John Rahm. What's the guy like? Who you're going to be underweight on?
It's pretty obvious. I think it's going to be Bryson. I mean, I know he's trying out that new driver.
No,
he's got that new prototype Cobra driver. He's saying, "No, I'm going to drive such and such hole. I'm going to hit it this, hit it that." But I think that short game is going to come back to bite him here.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if Big T didn't try to get on the show right now just to talk to you about Bryson. All right, Snyder, I get that. So you're high on Rahm, obviously. JT, I love JT.
Also, Rory, one more guy I got to talk about is our boy Xander Schauffele. He hasn't been playing that well, but Coop came out today and said he's going to fade Xander again. So he's got to be back in the mix here.
That's very appetizing. He's fading him.
Yep.
That's what started the derailment of Xander was when Coop hated on him all summer and finally said, yeah, you know what? I'm on Xander this week, and just full train wreck ever since. Absolutely. Fading him, man. I might have to reconsider things now.
that is a very interesting note. I'm glad you shared that. Because I saw the playbook. I saw you had him on there. He's the guy I wanted to remove because I'm like, how can he's 23-1. How can I pay $10K for him when we have a lot of other guys below him that have better odds, they're cheaper, etc. Hoop, kick it over to you. 10K and up. Give me the guys that you're on. And then, if there's a guy that you're fading or underweight on, talk to me about those guys.
Yeah, I mean, mostly the same. I mean, the first 2 guys that Snyder talked about, I couldn't agree more. I mean, John Rahm in a phenomenal spot here this week. The course sets up well for him. The baby has been born, so no worries of him. It would have been interesting, actually, going into this event and the baby not being born. It would have been very, very interesting because he said, if I have the lead going into Sunday and the wife goes into labor, I'm out. So his ownership would have been interesting, but the baby's been born. He's got the baby swag this week. I think he is a very strong play. Justin Thomas, I agree with, also a very strong play. The nice thing about him, like Snyder said, every time he's played here, he's improved his results. And last time was a T4, just playing really well. Little rough stretch there after the whole comment that was caught on the hot mic and played like crap after that, but he bounced back nicely. Big win, obviously, at the Players. I expect him to be in contention here this week. Now, this is where me and Snyder get quite a bit different. I mean, the Rory McIlroy thing, I just don't get it. Like, he's got a new swing coach, changing his swing. He's just his press conferences are depressing. He has no confidence, admitting that he went wrong trying to basically keep up with Bryson. I cannot click his name. I mean, his game's just a disaster right now. And, you're not even getting like a discount. He's 10 too. I mean, so if you play him, he's got to be in contention. It's not like you just need him to, be in there and get a top 20. If you play Rory, he needs to be in contention. To me, there's just so many better guys. Bryson, I definitely have interest in Bryson this week. Anytime he tees it up, he has a chance to go out there and absolutely take over a course. Yes, the short game is by far the most concerning thing for me. And it's really hurtful to watch him go out there and bomb these balls and then have 50 yards in and just hit such a shitty shot. It happens all the time. But I mean, these par fives, the 4 par fives, he's going to be able to tear up. I mean, I really like him this week. I think he has a chance to have a, really, really special week here. Dustin Johnson's an interesting one. No one's talking about Dustin Johnson. No one's going to play him. Highest priced in this field, best odds to win, but 11.5, you're going to have really low ownership. I just don't like where his game's at. I mean, just has not been playing all that well lately. The players, he finished 48th, the workday, 54th. The match play got bounced in the first round. Kevin Na called him out for not looking over to get the word on a gimme and just picked up his ball, and then Kevin Na goes on to beat him. So I don't think I'm going to go there, but man, I if you're a game theory bro, like, man, Dustin Johnson, low ownership, potentially interesting. Then Xander's another guy's game is just kind of not all that good right now. It was cut at the Masters, the 39th at the workday. Didn't make it out of his group at the match play. I don't think I'm going to go there. So it's going to be Rahm. It's going to be Bryson. It's going to be JT for me. My favorite, I think, is probably Rahm. My fade is going to be Rory. I made the mistake. I think me and AP made the mistake going all in on Rory a couple events ago. What event was that? It was the let's see. Was it the Arnold Palmer maybe? I don't know. I
think it might have been Arnold. It wouldn't have been the players.
Yeah, he fell apart on Sunday. Yeah, it was the Arnold Palmer. I'm just not going there. So it's Rahm as the play, Rory as the fade for me.
Yeah, I like that. I'm on a fairly similar path. Let me start with DJ. 11.5. Okay, we know we know it's going to be a loaded leaderboard. We know that there's been times in the past where people have won tournaments and they haven't even had the winner because they've had 5 guys inside the top 5 without the winner. The thing with DJ is he needs to win at 11.5. And I do think he's going to get some ownership. I know I'm showing, he's not going to be massive chalk or anything this year, but I do think, I agree with you, Hoop, ownership is going to be spread out quite a bit. I do think DJ is going to get ownership. I want to fade him just because of what we've seen recently. We saw, after he won the Masters, he traveled, took his brother's wife. They, were out on an island for a couple weeks. I think he did what we all would do if we won the Masters. He took some time off. So again, it's DJ. It wouldn't surprise me if he went back to back, but it's very difficult to go back to back here, especially in this field. I don't see it happening. I have to make a stand. I'm not even gonna get cute and say, I'm going to sprinkle him in at 10 or 15%. If I'm doing that, I should just eliminate him. Why would I do that? I want to get overweight elsewhere. So for me, I'm eliminating DJ from my pool, from my 150 pool. I have a ton of interest in Jon Rahm. My favorite play in this range, though, is Justin Thomas. I think, man, he's so good tee to green right now. His approach game is on. As Snyder and Hoop said, he's done better here year over year. And I think he is the guy to beat this week. There's a lot of guys to beat, but I just think he's the guy that everyone's looking at from a tee to green standpoint that, in my opinion, has the best chances to win. So he's 11, Vegas has him at 11-1, right up there with Bryson, right up there with Spieth, and then DJ at 9.5-1. I think JT's the guy. I want to get overweight on him, but I also like Bryson. I'm very interested in Bryson. I feel like, despite underperforming here 5 months ago, I do feel like people are going to be on him this week. I just think people are sharp. They know the distance gives you an advantage. They know, you can just blast it. And if you miss fairways, there are places to miss. And, I think Bryson learned quite a bit. He had, if you go back and just watch 5 months ago, watch the event, there were so many missed opportunities for Bryson, so many missed short putts. He had that drive where he's trying to drive the green, and they couldn't find the ball, even though it just was right there in the. I mean, if you count all those strokes up, and if you take those back, he was right there. So I do think Bryson is a very good play, and I do think it's going to play much different. Rory, I get where Snyder's at. He's another guy I like. When you look at the course history, it's like, gosh, how do I fade this guy? I think I have to. I don't think he's there mentally. I think he's going through swing changes, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. Like after day one, if he's like 1 over or something, we see it all, or like maybe worse, 3 over. Like we see it all the time. So I want to get overweight on JT. I want to get overweight on Bryson, and I'm probably fading Xander. I'm probably fading Rory, and I'm probably fading DJ. So it just leaves Rahm, JT, and Bryson. I might take it a step further and just get very overweight on JT and Bryson, though, because in that $10, so like I'll bring it back to you real quick, Hoop. In that $10, I gotta plant even more flags. There are so many people that are 150 maxing that. Like I get that I like John Rahm, but I feel like I can only have 2 people in this range in my pool. What are you doing? Are you doing something similar to that, or do you think 3 is fine in this 10K and up range?
I think it's fine as long as you're obviously way over the field on all 3 of those guys. And the way you do that obviously is by taking a more stars and scrubs approach, and you got to play a lot of guys in the 6K range. And, there's guys that we're going to talk about down there that I actually feel pretty comfortable with. So I think you can play 3 of these guys, even in the $10. But you got to make sure, you're overweight on all 3. I don't think you want to be with the field on any of these guys. You want to be, above the field on all of them.
I got you. I hear you. Let's go down to the 9K range. Every range is going to be somewhat loaded, especially this 9K and 10K. I'm going to kick it over to you, Snyder. Talk to me about the 9K range, the plays you like, and I need at least one guy that you are fading or underweight on.
Yeah, this is a tough range for me because I see a lot of guys here that I have some interest in. Patrick Cantlay, the first guy I'm going to talk about. He's been on a tear, tee to green. He's been great coming into this event. I think he's got 3 top 3s this year. And he's finished 9th the last time this event was played in April. So, yeah, and he's been really talking to a lot more guys about how do you play each hole? Where do I want to be? How do I attack all these holes? He's been leading on Freddie Couples a lot, I've heard, asking him as many questions as he can, trying to get his feel around here. So I have interest in him for sure. Another guy, my boy Colin Morikawa. He's one of the best ball strikers on tour. His game should mesh very well here. He's got a high ball flight. He's great tee to green. But once he gets on that putting green, all bets are off. He's gained 3 strokes or more 4 times in his career, and he's won 3 of them, I think. Yeah. It just comes down to the putter with him. I was looking at the matchup bets as I was starting to go through my bets article, and a couple of matchups stuck out to me. He's favored -175 over Lee Westwood and -126 over Brooks, which really caught my attention there. Another guy, the most popular play probably in the whole tournament. I'm not sure if I'm going to be what I'm going to do with him yet. Jordan Spieth obviously sets up great for this event. Over that span of like 2015 through 2018, I think he was the first round leader 3 times. He's still an underdog to JT in the matchups. JT's favored 142 over him, which is definitely interesting. Brooks Koepka, depends on his injury. We got to watch it in the news. I definitely have a lot of I want to play him a lot if he's going to play. I have some information possibly coming in, so I need to watch that. He's a strong
I don't know if I
play
trust your boy. I know who your source is. I don't know if I trust him. Hutchkins? I don't know if I trust him, man. Did you see those photos? He couldn't bend his knee. I'm a Brooks guy. This is the best of the best, and I get it. He could be trolling us all, but man, that's a disadvantage. If you can't move your knee like that,
I agree. He says this doesn't hurt to swing the club or anything, but he says walking around the course by day 3, 4 could be an issue, which definitely puts up some red flags. But I mean, he says swinging the golf club isn't affecting him much at all. Couple other guys. Yeah.
So, like, real quick, because I have Morikawa in the fade section of the playbook, and I already posted it, and usually I wait to post it till after the show. I will change that if you guys are on him. Like, I personally feel I'm a little worried. Like, I get he's very good tee to green. I do worry about the putter on these greens. Look, I have I'm willing to put Brooks Koepka in there and throw Morikawa back if you guys want to. I mean, I'm open because I don't know what to do with those guys. I want to fade Brooks. I'm worried about the seeing those photos. I'm very worried about, like, if you can't bend your knee, like that's massive. Like, that's huge.
Right. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear. I mean, I'm going to get an update tomorrow from him, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. But a couple guys, the cheap guys like Tony Finau, he's off a couple of missed cuts. I mean, he's got great course history here. Not sure what I'm going to do with him yet. Most likely, that's the guy I'm going to be underweight on or fade in this range. Webb Simpson, another solid selection here, right at the bottom of the 9K. His short game's been great. He's got great course history here. He's got top 10s in his last 2 visits. Definitely have interest in him as well.
Who's your fade then?
Probably Finau. I mean,
Tony.
possibly Spieth even. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Spieth yet. I'm either going to be overweight. I mean, I got to be either overweight on Spieth, or I don't know if I guess you could almost be with the field if you just want to hedge your bets there. I mean,
yeah, we'll kick it to Hoop, because I do think Jordan Spieth is a very interesting discussion. I know Hoop does too. We've talked more about Spieth behind the scenes more than we ever have here since we've been doing this at Rugby Beer, and it never feels good. But Hoop, talk to me about this range.
Yeah, I mean, starting with Spieth, I mean, I think what you do with Spieth is the most important decision you make all week when building your lineups. I mean, you know, if you guys have followed us, you know, since our inception, we've been fading Spieth, and it's worked out well. I mean, we've made a lot of money fading Spieth over the course of the last year, essentially. Well, you know, the one thing we always talk about is how important it is to adjust your mindset and adjust what you do in DFS. And like, there's no denying it now. He's playing well. You know, the first couple tournaments that we started to see it, you know, there's still some question marks. He's still spraying the ball. You know, he had some pull outs from the fairway, and, you know, we were on here still talking shit about him and not giving him credit. Well, now's the time to give him credit. I mean, he's playing phenomenal golf, and he's one of those guys that just feels like he just needs that swagger. If he gets that swagger back, that's all he needs. He gets that confidence. And, you know, he hit some really good shots last week, and I'm willing to say, like, I think he's back, and it's perfect timing for him to be back, because he gets the event that he's had more success at than any other event in his, you know, career. Masters Augusta. He's got it figured out. He plays well here. Now, the problem is, for DFS purposes, is the ownership. He's going to be the highest owned guy in the field. So I kind of tweeted out on Sunday after he won, you know, all these people in the DFS community that, you know, pound the game theory topic. If you're a game theory person, he's got to be the easiest fade ever. If you're somebody that looks into ownership and doesn't want to play chalky guys, you should be fading Spieth easily this week. Like, it shouldn't even be a question. Like, that should be the first guy you take off your list. If you're a game theory person, you fade chalk. It's the chalkiest guy in the event. Easy. I mean, easily the most popular dude this week by far. So the decision is very difficult. And honestly, for me at this point, I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I mean, I know, you know, I'll be playing some high stakes contests. I know he's going to be very, very high in these high stakes contests, but it's like I said, it's a very tough decision. And I think what you do with Spieth really could dictate whether you're successful or not this week. Now, other guys in this range, Cantlay, you know, I just feel he's just a really solid all-around golfer. I mean, not many holes in his game. I mean, he's just a solid player. 9.8K, 20-1 to win this event. You know, haven't decided on him yet, but I think I'll be on Cantlay. Morikawa, I'm just not going to be on. I mean, I know he got the win at the what event was that? The Workday. Outside of that, though, he's playing really poorly. I mean, the results had not been great. The putting is always a concern, and these greens are very, very difficult to putt on. Patrick Reed, I'm going to be off him, and I know he's a winner here, and I know he'll get some ownership. I'm not going to play Patrick Reed. I mean, to me, I want guys that can hit the ball far, very far, and he's not one of them. I mean, he did win here, obviously, but that event, you look at it, it's all chipping and putting. Made a lot of long putts, so I'm fine being off him. Man, the Tony Finau thing is painful because, another guy, if you've watched us, you know how much I love Tony Finau, but man, his game is just not in a good spot right now. The back-to-back missed cuts, did not play well at the match play. Man, I don't know if I can click the name. But the nice thing about him, if you do play him, I don't think you're going to need a lot of ownership. I think a lot of people will be Xing him out. So, man, I might play him, might play a little bit of him. I mean, the reason I would play him is because I feel like if I play a little bit, I could potentially get over the field. And then Webb Simpson, I think, is solid at 9K. I mean, I don't know how much upside he has to really win this event. I think he's safe to make the cut. I think he's safe to be, top 15, top 20. Is that enough at 9K? Yeah, sure, probably. And then the Brooks thing, I'm not playing Brooks. I mean, I know he's going to be low owned, and people are talking about Brooks this week. If he has any sort of knee condition, if it's not fully healed, you hear these guys talk about walking this course and how difficult it is and how tough it is to get through these 18 holes walking. A lot of hills, a lot of ups and downs. The terrain is not flat. If you got a bum knee, I mean, this is not the course you want to be walking on. I'll fade him. I mean, I'm not, even if I know he's going to be low on, I don't care. I'll be off Brooks. So for me, it's, the plays for me are probably Cantlay. I'll probably be on Cantlay for sure. And then, no Reed, no Brooks. A lot of fades actually for me here. No Reed, no Brooks.
Yeah. So I agree with a lot of what you said. I mean, with Spieth, the one thing that I'm looking at is a lot of his tee to green game has been very good. He ranked second and I'm looking over his last 24 rounds. That's what I'm looking at everyone at. He ranked second in approach like that. His approach game was one of the things that was really hurting him when he was going through that bad stretch. So he's already a wizard around the greens. We all admit that. And we all know he runs better than almost anyone else on tour. I think so. Like, here's what I think happens. I think you get a crowd that's like, well, I don't want Spieth to beat me, so I'm going to put him at 20%. Yeah. You're going to have people that fade him. And then you're going to have people that go overweight on him. What I think is going to happen is I still think that ownership is going to get spread out. I do think he's going to be one of the highest owned, but for me, I think there's two guys in this tournament that you can go all in on, like in tournaments. If you're building 150 max and you're trying to win that $10 millionaire maker, I don't see any problem with locking two guys in to all of your builds because you're trying to maximize your different allocations. Yeah. Spieth is one of the guys. Look at what the odds have done. He's the second highest from an odds standpoint. The pricing came out way before that. He is severely underpriced at 9.4. I mean, some of these guys, you go to Patrick Reed, 35-1. He's 9.3, 9.3K. You know who else is 35-1? And I know we're going to get there, but Paul Casey's 7.7. So I think there are two guys that you can get really overweight on and feel very good about it. And I think Spieth's one of them. I just think I'd be very surprised if he wasn't, doing his thing again. Even off a win, I hope that people are like, I'm going to fade him because of that win. I'm trying to find any reason why people be underweight on him. I just think he's that good of a play. Just because it's Augusta too. So what I'm considering is how overweight I want to go. Do I want to lock him in?
The one thing I do want to add about Spieth, I think you need to take an aggressive approach no matter what you do. If you're not going to play him or you don't feel great about playing, I think you just fade. You just don't play him. If you want to play him and you feel good about him, get way overweight. I just don't think this is a spot where you want to go with the field on Spieth. I just don't think you're going to get any leverage if you just go with the field on Spieth. You either fade or you go way above.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. I think this is one of the, if you go 25%, I don't think that does you anything. I think if you're going 25% or 20%, you're better off just fading. If you want in on him, I think you go 80% or up. 80% of lock button, you're either on him or not. I agree with you 100%. I don't know 100% which route I'm going, but what I do know is that there's two guys that are mispriced this week that you can make the case to completely lock in, and I'd be very fine with that. Spieth's one of them. In this range as well, I like I think this range is kind of tough as well. I do have interest in Webb. If Koepka was healthy, I would like him. Outside of that, like I kind of want to fade Tony Finau. I wanted to fade Morikawa. And then the other guy I like is Patrick Cantlay. But, if you guys are high on Colin, I will defer to you guys. I'm very torn on what to do with him. He had the win at the WGC. He's one of the best ball strikers I've ever seen. That putter on these greens, when he has a 6-foot putt and it is an undulating green that is going down like that, how is he going to do? Like, I really worry about him on these greens. So, but I'm very confident in Cantlay, and I'm pretty confident in Spieth. And I do got to say my fade or underweight at this point in time is probably Tony Finau. I don't like where his game's at. And I have some plays in the 8K range that I like that I'll use to get leverage. Before we go on to the 8K range, just one of you, Snyder, talk to me about your boy Colin. Should I fade him? Should I not? Try to sell me on him.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell myself on him right now, honestly.
Well, you're not doing good, Snyder. You're not doing a good job at all. It's your boy.
He's probably the best iron player in the world. I mean, he's got a good high ball flight, which should transition well here. I mean, he's made one cut here. He's 1 for 1, cuts made. But that putter, I mean, he's putted well. Like at the WGC, he putted really well. I mean, they had really nice greens there. I mean, if he can fill out these greens, I don't think he's a guy that looks at the greens books anyways because he sucks so much. I mean, if he picks up on something here, he could go. I don't know.
I got you. Hoop, are you? Just real quick, then we'll go to the 8K range. But is Morikawa, is he in your player pool?
As of now, no. I just don't. Like I said, he had the win at the workday, but outside of that, he's been pretty poor. And then the putting just scares the shit out of me. It really does. The one thing I wanted to ask Snyder though about Tony Finau, what statistically, like, where is he off? It's with the driving, right?
The last 2 rounds, it's been the driving. His last event was his worst graded strokes gained off the tee in his entire career. It's
that's
like
concerning.
minus 4.2, I think.
Yeah, because that's the best part of his game. That's very very concerning. Very concerning.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys as well. Again, if you're new with us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton. We have partnered with Super Draft. I have my core up there tonight for NBA. I've already been looking at PGA. I'm going to fire something. I'll have it in Discord for Super Draft this week. I've had some good success on there. It's been a ton of fun. No big hits yet, but a decent amount of profit. What I think it's best for, if you're like a casual player and if you like setting your lineup and kind of forgetting, I think you can do that at Super Draft a little bit more. So head over there, use the code RUNPEER. I've been providing my core about every day, and I don't just give you the obvious plays. I give you who I think are the upside plays. And honestly, I need to go in there and probably make some changes because I just saw that Giannis is out. So make sure you note that and bump up some of those guys over there that are going to get that usage bump. But again, our code is RUNPEER. Go use that, sign up, get in Discord. We'll be posting our plays this week. Let's go down to this 8K range. I'm going to keep it with you, Hoop. Talk to me about the 8K range. Who you like? Do you have any fades in this range?
Yeah, so just starting at the top, like Hatton, I think is one of the easier fades. 8.9K, hasn't been playing well, hasn't played well at this event in the past. I think he's a great fade. Lee Westwood, 2 tournaments he played really well in, then missed the cut at the Honda. I'm not paying 8.8 for Lee Westwood at this event in this field. So Lee Westwood, easy fade for me. Hovland's a guy I'm interested in. I think his game could correlate very well to this course. Long off the tee, I think his iron game's good. I have some interest. Obviously, the lack of experience is the one drawback for him, but I will be playing Hovland this week. Sung J M at 8.6K. I know he played well here in November. Like Snyder said in the Open, and you said as well, AP, like this course is going to play a lot different this time around. It's going to be a lot more difficult. I'll be off Sung Jae. A lot of his success has been due to the putter. Daniel Berger is a guy that, I play almost every single time he tees it up. This is going to be no different. I mean, he, to me, is kind of like a Patrick Cantlay, just very well-rounded golfer. There's not many holes in his game. He's solid all around, and that's what you want here. And he's only 8.5K, so I'm gonna be on him. Scotty Scheffler is a guy I typically don't play a lot, and now I have even more of an excuse as to not play him in tons of golf. He went deep into that match play, played all 4 rounds last week. I'm fine being off him at 8.4K. Hideki's a guy I'm still trying to decide on. I talked to Snyder about him a little bit earlier. I think Hideki could potentially be maybe a sneaky play. I don't know how owned he's going to be, 8.3K. I don't mind taking a shot on him. His game, it's been kind of up and down this year, but 8.3K, I think I can live with that. He has played well here. Cam Smith. I typically don't play Cam Smith, but he's been playing pretty well. And I like playing guys that are playing well. And 8.2K, I think, is a fair price tag. So I'm going to have him in my player pool. Fitzpatrick, I love. I mean, Fitzpatrick has been playing phenomenal golf lately. I mean, look at his results, T5, T11, T10, T9, and I've been playing him. So it's one of those situations where I'm going to play him until he does me wrong. And it hasn't happened yet. I've been riding this streak with him. So, I mean, I'd feel bad hopping off at this point. So I'm going to be back on Fitzpatrick again this week at 8.1K. And then Tommy Fleetwood, I'm done with Tommy Fleetwood until I see some consistency just all over the map with the production. I know he played well at the match play, whatever, that's fine. I don't want to even think about Tommy Fleetwood this week. I don't want to have to watch his shots this week. If he does well, good for him. I'm not playing him.
Yeah, I'm always torn on Tommy Fleetwood. Yeah. I'm always kind of a sucker to play him. But I kind of agree with you. And Matt Fitzpatrick, I was, I needed to hear what you guys thought about him because I've been I've missed when he's done well, and when I've gotten on him, it's not been good. So it's been kind of a gray area for me. One guy, did you mention Daniel Berger? You had to have,
Love
right?
Berger. Yeah, like I said,
Okay,
what I said about Berger, I just think he has a very well-rounded game. Kind of reminds me of like Patrick Cantlay, where it just doesn't have many holes in his game, just does everything, way above average. Yeah. So I love Berger. I mean, we've been playing Berger a ton, like almost every single event. Yeah. I see no reason to not be on him at 8.5K this week.
Yeah, I agree. Snyder, let me kick it over to you. Talk to me about the 8K range.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with Hoop here, especially on my top two guys. Daniel Berger, like Hoop was just saying, great all-around guy. I mean, his off-the-tee game has been great the last 6 events. I think he's gaining 2.2 strokes on average per event. He's 11th in ball striking, 11th in greens and regulation over the last 24 rounds. He's already got a win in 2 more top 10s this year. I mean, just a great play, I feel, in this range. The other guy, Matthew Fitzpatrick, enters playing some of the best and most consistent game of his career. Finished 11th or better or in 4 straight events. He's just great tee the green, averaging over 2.5 strokes over his last 10 events there. Very strong start. I mean, if the winds kick up here, I've heard some reports that it could possibly happen throughout the week. I mean, I really like his chances in those conditions. He's just adapt and grind to those. Strong consideration there. Victor Hovland. He finished 32nd here as an amateur back in 2019. I think he makes for a good fit here. I mean, the only thing that worries me with him is this around the green game, but if he can hit these greens and stay away from that, I think he'll be really good here. And then Hideki, definitely in consideration there. He's interesting for GPPs. I think he will be coming in under the radar. He's made his last 6 cuts here. I mean, 4 of those have been in the top 13, so that's something good to look at. I mean, he's been pretty solid this year as well. And that's about it. That's what I'm looking at here. I mean, Scotty Scheffler, I think, is a good fade. He's played, I think, like 11 rounds last 2 weekends. I realize he's young, but I mean, that's got to take an effect on you, especially at a course this taxing on you. I mean, I think he's going to wear down for sure here. I mean, Hatton, I think he's a good fade. Westwood's good fade. I'm on board with that fade. So pretty much that's it for me.
Yeah. So, like, all right, guys, real quick, like, here's my thought behind if I can find 2 guys I can lock in. Like 2 guys I'm all in on. 150 of 150 build, 2 guys. What I can get away with is being in line or in line with the field on a lot of these other guys that I'm kind of, iffy on. The other thing that I can do, I actually like Lee Westwood. I like that they priced him up. I think he has top 10 upside in here. He's a tournament play only, though. He should be a 7K range type player. I like that they priced him up. I know that after the Players, there's a little bit of gap there. He went to Augusta, played a ton of different rounds. I just think after going second and second at 2 very tough events, he was mentally just kind of checked out, went and played Augusta a bunch. And I think that's where his mind's been at. I think he's going to come in really fired up. I want the lady on the bag. I think Snyder, didn't you say his son's going to be on the bag?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. His son's going to be
we need Pillow Girl. We need, Pillow Girl on the bag, we need the lady on the bag. Yeah. Either way, what I can do, though, if I go all in on 2 guys, I can put Westwood at 15, 16%. I'm 3 times what his projected ownership is. So I got 3 times the leverage on him. He doesn't kill me if he sucks, and I got leverage on the field if he does good. Assuming my other 2 guys get locked in. I have a lot of players that I feel that way about this week, which is kind of why I'm trying to find 2 guys to absolutely lock in. But the other guy in this range that I want to be extremely overweight on is Daniel Berger. I think he's underpriced. I think he's up there with like Spieth. I think he's up there with Paul Casey for just being a complete misprice. I think he could be, 9,000, 9,100. I would play him over Tony Finau. If Tony Finau and him are the same price right now, I would play Daniel Berger over him. He's a better golfer right now. So he's a guy I want to get extreme. Like I'm not playing Sung J M over Daniel Berger. I know Sung J M got second. This course is going to be way different. I know Sung J M's in good form. I want someone with a little bit more swagger, and I think Daniel Berger is that guy. Scotty Scheffler's played more golf than anyone has in this entire range. That's very concerning for me. I think Snyder, you brought that up. I don't know. Like, if he beats me, he kind of beats me. I'm not high on Scotty Scheffler. He's the guy I want to fade in this range. I don't have a good reason for it. Like, I like him. I don't like him this week. I don't like him here. And I don't have any good reasons for it at all. But I think he's going to be my fade. I have a ton of interest in Cam Smith. You guys have talked me into Fitzpatrick. I do think if I would have faded him, I think that'd be a very bad fade. And I think I had too much personal bias that I was factoring in because look, I remember I was heavy on him 5 months ago at this event, and I was frustrated. I don't think he did very good, but he missed so many opportunities. So now he's in good form. He's more than capable of capitalizing and improving. And I think he has top 10 upside in this range. I agree with Tommy Fleetwood is another one of those guys where it's just like, it doesn't take a lot to get overweight on him, but do I really want to play him? I mean, I'm kind of with you there, Hoop, but like what I'm thinking of is, if I put him at 10% and I have 2 guys locked in, I mean, if Fleetwood sucks, he sucks. He doesn't kill me at all. The guys that kill me are my 2 guys that I get locked in. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking with Tommy Fleetwood. If I was only playing my normal 3 to 5 max strategy, 3 to 5 build strategy, I would not be playing Tommy Fleetwood at all this week. So for me in this range, it is Daniel Berger. I think he is beyond the best play overall. I think the best tournament play is Lee Westwood. I think if you want to get different, Lee Westwood has a ton of experience here, which I'm weighting heavily. He's priced way up. No one's going to play him. I think he gives you a good shot at being different this week. And he has upside. We've seen it recently. So Lee Westwood is my tournament play in this range. Daniel Berger is my favorite play. Real quick, did you guys give your favorites, your overall favorites? Snyder?
Yeah, it's going to be either Daniel Berger or Matt Fitzpatrick for sure.
Yeah, who? Daniel Berger?
Yeah, Berger fits. I agree. I'm on the same page. Berger fits.
God, man, I could go like, all right. So like real quick, that $10. I mean, there's $500,000. There's 500,000 some entries in that. Like, I could lock two guys in and go 50% Daniel Berger, and I still, I could still easily build 150 lineups that I mean, you might have to get that overweight in a tournament like that. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to do, but it's definitely not off the table. Again, all right, let's go down to the 7K range. Let me just check with our producer Simon to make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm sure I have. We have, all right, so if you go subscribe to our Run Pure Sports podcast over on Apple and Google Play, we have a new promo going over there. And then we also have, I'm trying to find the bets promo. Oh, Gets Bets is the new promo over on the bets side. Sign up for the monthly Elite plus bets options and get the bets for free for the first month. Tweet us or Instagram us, post your screenshots on the IG story, tag Run Pure Sports. And you know what? If you do that, we are going to talk about you. We're going to highlight your win. We, like at the very start of the show, get that screenshot up. We're going to give you a highlight. And honestly, if you want some swag, if you do that, we'll probably throw you some swag too. So get on over there, do that. Use the promo code, get bets, get the bets for free for 1 month. And yeah, let's move on to this 7K range, another interesting range. Hoop, I'm going to kick it over to you first. Talk to me about this range.
Yeah, so another range where, I mean, there's definitely some options here. Starts at the top. I did peek at the playbook, and I don't want to give too much away, but this is a range that could be some excitement for the Run Pure team. So starting at the top, Sergio 7.9K. Has a ton of experience here. He's been playing really, really well. If he could just make a damn putt. I mean, that would all it would take for him is to have a good week putting, and he's in contention. His irons have been really, really solid lately. I'm on him at 7.9. Bubba, I mean, I don't know. I never get Bubba right. I know he's won here. 7.8K. I'll be off of him. Paul Casey's the guy that, we talked about Jordan Spieth being mispriced. Paul Casey is equally as mispriced as Jordan Spieth this week at 7.7. Paul Casey has been playing some very solid golf, dating back to the Masters. You look at oh man, this is impressive. 12th, T5, T10, T5. He would have been right there at the Players. He hit like 2 balls, I believe, round 1 into the water on that 17th green, that par 3. I think he took an 8 there. Still finished T5. He is playing really solid golf right now, 7.7. He's going to be popular, but I'll definitely be on him. Adam Scott, 7.6 is a good tag for Adam Scott, but I'm not going to be there with him. I'll let others play him. Jason Day is an interesting one because, you do some digging and the results don't look all that good if you look at where he's finished, but the putting has just been so bad with him, and typically the putting is pretty good. So I'm going to be on Day. Like, I think his game's in a much better spot than people kind of realize. Louis Oosthuizen, man, I want to get your guys' take on Louis. I'm torn on Louis. I don't know what to do with him. Neiman, I love. Neiman just playing very solid golf, long off the tee. Hasn't missed a cut in forever. Just playing very solid, grinded out. He can compete with the big guys. Answer, I like. This is a range I like quite a bit. There's a lot of guys I like here. Answer at 7.4 I like as well. Another guy playing very solid, has had good results recently. Zalatoris, 7.3K. I know a lot of people will probably be hesitant to play him because he hasn't really played here, but 7.3, Zalatoris is just good, man. He's just a good golfer, and I want to play good golfers here. I think he'll figure it out. I'll be on him at 7.3. One last guy, Max Homa at 7.1K. Max Homa, another guy has been playing pretty well. Missed the cut at the Players, but a lot of people, fell apart at the Players. So give him the free pass there. So I definitely like him. My favorite though in this range is, and it's chalky, but it's going to be Paul Casey. He's just so mispriced, and I'm going to fade guys like Harris English and Justin Rose and Billy Horsch. I'm going to be off all those guys.
It's crazy. I'm looking at this, one of the sites out there has Paul Casey at 19% projected ownership. I think that's way off. If he's 19%, I'm going to fist pump because he's one of the guys that I really want to lock in 100%. Yeah. And I feel pretty good about that. I agree with a lot of those plays. Snyder, talk to me about this 7K range.
Yeah, just like you guys, Paul Casey jumps out, just a great value. I mean, he's underpriced. Comes in, he's had 6 worldwide starts this year, and his worst finish has been 12th over in Saudi. His last 3 PGA Tour events, he's went 5th, 10th, 5th. I mean, just backed by really strong iron play. He's got great course history here. He's got 3 top 6 finishes here in his last 6 trips. I'm definitely going to be on him. Bubba Watson, yeah, interesting GPP play. I don't feel like he has much win equity here anymore. I mean, I could maybe see him popping for a top 10, top 15 finish. Abe Answer, he's been great to the green. I mean, he struggled mildly with the putter lately. I mean, that's what really worries me with him. I mean, he's lost strokes 5 of his last 6 events. Very worrisome with him. He did finish 13th here in November in his first trip, but this will play way different, like we've been saying. Max Homa, I like him for value. He's won at both of these corollary courses, Quail Hollow and Riviera. He did miss a cut back here in November, but he started out 2 under in his first round. Bad second round, missed the cut on the number, which that's fine. I mean, he's got way better recent form heading in this year than he did back then. I think he's a great value play down there. Joaquin Niemann pops. I mean, great recent form. He's finished, he ranks inside the top 10 in ball striking, tee to green, and approach over the last 24 rounds. I like him. I mean, Oosthuizen, I just never really play him. Sergio, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Sergio yet. I mean, you guys make some good points on him. I'll definitely be considering him. And I think that's about it for me down here. Another thing I've seen with Will Zalatoris, Hoop was talking him up. I like him some. I seen he was a -1 favorite over Justin Rose in a matchup prop, which is definitely interesting because Rose has quite a bit more history here. So I'll definitely be looking at Zalatoris as well. And that's about it for me.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say much about Paul Casey except for the fact that I literally want to put him in all 150 lineups. He's never been playing. He's literally, this is the best I've ever seen him play. Like, he is playing so good right now. He's a misprice. He's 35-1. Everyone around him, Adam Scott 75-1. Sergio right above him 60-1. Abe Answer 80-1. All the, like, he's 35-1. He's up there with, like we said before, Patrick Reed. So I'm going to take advantage of it by, getting very overweight. I feel very good about that. And, if I go 50%, I don't feel good about that. Like, I gotta get way overweight on him. I feel very safe, very good about that. The other guy, Sergio Garcia, I love Sergio this week. I think in this range, he could maybe be the guy that goes a little overlooked because of how high Paul Casey will be, because of guys like Adam Scott, Jason Day, who I both like because I'm weighting history here very highly. So I like those guys. But Sergio, this guy's playing very good right now. And one thing I want to highlight that I think is very important at the Masters is par 5 scoring. We saw with Bryson. So Bryson was a disaster on the par 5s his last go around. He did not tackle. I remember watching that like, oh shit, par. I think he bogeyed one of them because he hit it in the water trying to do his thing. But you got to play the par 5s well here. He's second in this loaded field. All of these players, he's second in par 5 scoring. And if you just think about it, think about the last few events he was in. Think about the players when he was making, when he was hitting a wood into those par 5s and how close he was hitting to. I mean, he was making eagles up there with anyone. And so he knows this course. His ball striking is very good. He's very good off the tee right now. His distance is even good. He ranks 17th in this loaded field in driving distance over his last like 35 rounds. I mean, I love Sergio. I'm going to be very overweight on him. I think he's going to be under owned as well. I think he's going to fall. Like, he's not going to be super low. He's going to be in that 12 to 15 range. I want to take a very overweight stance on him. I think he's going to have a very good week this week. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see, two-time champion. It wouldn't surprise me if like a guy like Sergio or Day or, one of these guys wins. And so, or Spieth. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So those are the two guys that stand out for me. I have interest in Adam Scott. I have a lot of interest actually in Jason Day after, listening to you guys talk about him. Another guy who 7,500. If it's true, he came out and said he feels good. No issues with the back. His putter is turning around in the right direction. If that is all true, ton of interest. Obviously, this is a place that has treated him very nicely. I think the guy, who you talked about, Louis, he might be the guy that I just fade. I've always been a sucker for Louis at these type of events. And he doesn't I don't know. He just sucks you in and then he doesn't do anything. So if I was going to fade anyone, I think it would be him. I got interest in Neiman. I love Answer. I think Answer is a nice piece to get a little bit overweight on. It's going to be hard to follow up, what he did, back 5 months ago. I think he was in the final group and then he kind of fell off and faltered that final day for a T13 finish. But again, Answer is just a steady Eddie guy. He's going to break through one of these times. I don't want to fade him because he definitely could win this event. And if I faded him and he's one of my guys I always go to, that would be very painful. Will Zalatoris, I'm glad you guys mentioned him. I really wasn't sure what to do as a first timer, but his ball striking is phenomenal. I'll definitely have a piece. I'm going to fade English. I'm going to fade Horschel. I'm going to fade Matt Wolff. Homa, Snyder, you talked me into him earlier. I'm going to fade Molinari, and I'm going to fade Victor Perez. And then we got Shane Lowry, who I'll have a little piece of. That's kind of how I'm treating this range. Any final thoughts of this range, or should we move down to the 6K guys? Let's do it. Snyder, let's start with you. I think this range is tough. I want to limit exposure to this range, but talk to me about these 6K guys.
Yeah, I think Corey Connors for sure. He's going to be one of the most popular guys besides Spieth, I think. It looks to be mispriced. I mean, he ranks first in ball striking in this field over the last 24 rounds. I mean, he's been great tee to green approach off the tee. The putter's actually been good for him in the last couple of events, which is usually holds him back. He's a -120 favorite over Adam Scott, which is interesting there. The other guy I probably have the most conviction on is Ryan Palmer. He's had a great start to his 2021, fueled by good off the tee play and irons. The irons have been good. I mean, the putter's been up and down for him, but he's gained over 3 strokes in his last 2 events there. I mean, he's been solid off the tee. I mean, I think he's got really good upside in this range for a top 20 type. I think that's his upside, and he can get there pretty easily. I mean, Brian Harman enters in great form. I mean, I could easily see him finishing maybe inside the top 25, possibly. He did really well at the match play and then third at the event before that. Matt Kuchar, he's played well at the match play. Followed that up with the 12th last week. He's made 10 of his last 11 cuts here, and he's got 3 top 5s here, so he's definitely interesting for me down here. Another guy I'm looking at is Matt Wallace. He's off that 3rd place finish last week where he just couldn't get anything going on Sunday. Gained 9.3 strokes in approach and 15 strokes tee to green last week. He made the cut here in November. He's one of those guys I could see grind it out, especially if the conditions get a little tougher. That's pretty much about it for me down this range.
Yeah, I think so. After Matt Kuchar had that match play event, I forget who I was talking to, but I'm like, this is going to kind of propel him forward. It's going to be what he needed. And I made the mistake of removing him from my pool last week, and I removed Spieth from my pool. when originally I had Spieth as like, I just, I'm going to have him in there enough so he doesn't kill me. And then Kuchar, I was going to be slightly overweight on. And it's painful to think about because we definitely had the other pieces right last week. So Matt Kuchar's interesting. Corey Connors, obviously, I mean, gosh, he should be like, if Corey Connors was 7,400, I think you play him over Neiman, like he's when you look at him, you should think about him being like a $7,400 play, if not a little bit more. So Hoop, talk to me about the 6K range.
Yeah, honestly, I'm on a lot of the same guys that Snyder mentioned, like Corey Connors. I like Kokrak. I actually like quite a bit at 6.9K. Another guy just playing really, really well. I mean, T9, T8, T9. I mean, hasn't missed a cut in a long time. I like Kokrak. I really like Brian Harman. I mean, we're always kind of on Harman. I just think he's a very underrated golfer. 6.8K, I think, is just a misprice on him. So I like him. I like the Ryan Palmer call. Matty Wallace, definitely on Matty Wallace. I mean, he's been playing pretty well. I mean, last week he was right there, couldn't get it going on Sunday. Played well at the Arnold Palmer as well, missed the cut at the Honda. I like Wallace at 6.4K. Matt Jones at 6.3K, I think is an interesting play. A guy more of a Millie Maker type play. And one more dude that I have interest in, our boy Stewie Sink down there at 6.1K. It's a dart throw, 6.1K, but his last time out, he was 19th at the Honda. I think he's capable of making the cut here. So I think there's definitely some plays down here. Definitely some guys to consider. The top end of this 6K range, obviously much better than the lower end. But I think you can go down here and feel pretty comfortable about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this range is kind of tough. I'm actually. Did you mention Mark Leishman by chance?
I did not.
Okay. So you mentioned him like I think a few weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, and I thought it was a very sharp mention because he's been playing better. So he's one of the guys I have some interest in. I mean, he missed the cut at the Players. It must have been multiple events ago, but he's got good history here. I have a little bit of interest in him because it just wouldn't surprise me if he showed up and performed. But I mean, Corey Connors is obviously like, if you're playing 3 builds, I would definitely get him. I would definitely get him in at least one. Brian Harman, I'm going to have interest in just because I think he's a stud. Not a long hitter, I get it. I know our boy Coop is off of him because he's not a distance guy, but this dude, he's playing so good right now. I'm definitely going to have interest in him. Matt Kuchar's interesting. My whole strategy, though, is I think I'm going to be lower. I know I'm a 6K guy. I know that, finding these 6K punts is kind of one of my things. I'm going to be probably take an underweight stance on the 6K range. So I think when you see my exposures at the end of the day, I think I'm going to be under on Corey Connors. It doesn't mean I don't like him. I think I might be in the field or in line with the field or under. It's just going to be a function of, like, if I go all in on 2 guys and one of them is Paul Casey, it means I have to be underweight on someone. And so I think Corey Connors, if he beats me, I'm fine with that. But I do think if Corey Connors ends up sucking for some reason or underperforms, I think I get some leverage by being underweight on him. It doesn't mean I don't think he's a good play because I think he's a phenomenal play. I just think this is the range where I want to get a little bit of leverage on, and I want to take an underweight stance on him. I love all the guys you mentioned. I do have interest. Matt Kuchar is interesting. Ryan Palmer, interesting. Matt Walsh, definitely interesting. I'm going to have little sprinkles of those guys, but overall, I'm going to be underweight on the 6K range. Guys, let's go into our winners, and then we'll bring Big T on, and we'll kick Snyder off because we got a little special prize that we're gonna talk about that we're gonna bring and do for all of our coordinators that help us out here at Rumpier Sports. We love all of you, and so we're gonna go on to that. So Snyder, talk to me. Give me. So we always do one guy, it doesn't matter what the odds are, who you think is going to win, and then a little bit of a longer shot.
Right. I'm really struggling between JSURab and Justin Thomas. It's going to be one of those two guys. I really think both of those guys have the upside and set up the best for this event. I mean, a guy down a little lower. I mean, generally we don't see guys with long shots really even win here. So, I mean, I'm going to go with like a guy like Matthew Fitzpatrick. I think he has what it takes I think he's at 40-1. So I think that's where I'm going to go.
Yeah, I like that. Hoop, who are your two winners?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick in the top range as well. I really think it's gonna be one of these top end guys that gets it done. Give me Bryson. I'll take Bryson at the top. I'll leave JT for you. I know you want JT, so I'm gonna take Bryson. I'm going to come down and, more of an off the wall pick, a guy I think, has a chance to contend here. It's going to be Max Homa. I really like Max Homa's chances here. I think he can contend, and I think he has the upside to win.
I like that. And yes, I got to be predictable. Justin Thomas, I just think, look, there's so many narratives going on. So like JT, he's Tiger's boy. Like Tiger has taken JT under his wing. Like he would play the practice rounds with Tiger Woods and Freddie Couples. He would go, they both live in Florida. He said he visited him multiple times. He's becoming a mentor to his son. And I just think, I think he's going to be extra motivated. He's going to do it. He's going to bring the green jacket home, for Tiger. And I think Justin Thomas is going to win. I think he's incredibly motivated. He's my favorite play up top here. Not one of the guys that I will lock in though. I just want to make that clear. I'm not locking him in 100% because, it just comes down to strategy. I think I'd rather take a shot on the guys that I think are just complete misprices. But the other guy, Sergio Garcia, I think if there is another major that this guy could win, I think it is the Masters. I think this is the tournament that fits his game more so than anywhere else. Any of the other majors. So Sergio Garcia at 60-1 is my longer shot, and I'm gonna place a little wager on him. JT, I'll play just for fun. I'm gonna play something on him. I hate doing like the 11-1, but I'm definitely it's the Masters. I definitely have to have something out there on him. You guys have any final closing thoughts before we bring Tony onto the show?
I'm just looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I mean, and I guess the main thing that we keep talking about, it's going to be much different than what happened in November. And these guys are probably insulted by the results in November. I mean, basically broke every scoring record. So I think we're going to see a much more difficult course, a much faster course. And, like always at these majors, it's typically the guys, the best golfers in the world that end up pulling through. So I think it's definitely important to get exposure to guys with winning upside.
I like that. Snyder, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, those board of governors and members there, they couldn't have been happy seeing what happened last November. So I agree. I think it's going to play way more difficult. Really looking forward to this week. It's the best week of the season. Later on after this show, I'll be jumping on with JJ and Mangone to go over some bets and stuff over on the Bets channel. So check in over there if you want. And that's about it for me.
So you guys make one of the most important facts. So hopefully people are still watching, because if this does play way tougher, because I agree with you guys, and I feel this point is very, very important. If it does play much different and it's much more difficult, which it should, because they don't want the Masters winner going 20 under, who does that benefit? A guy like Lee Westwood, 8,800. But if you think this course is going to play tough, look at the courses that play tough. T second, or the solo second actually. So that makes me like Lee Westwood even more. It makes me like Sergio even more. These guys that are good ball strikers have course history here. It makes me love Paul Casey. We love Paul Casey on the, we lean like, I don't care if I'm eating chalk because I know I'm going to get different elsewhere. I feel very good about this week. I do feel like I'm playing a lot of popular plays, but if we go all in and overweight on these plays, I really feel good about us printing and Run Pure flooding the leaderboards. I feel very good about that this week. So let's finish it with that, and we're going to move on to our next segment here, where I know we got Big T coming. We got to send him a message. Come on, Big T, get in here. Let's go. Or I'm gonna get another drink if we're still waiting on Big T. Yeah, all right. Throw them all in. Put everyone in. We're talking behind the scenes. We're talking about this. So let me talk about what we're going to do. We're going to do a blind drawing. All of our coordinators who help with content here, like Snyder on here, they are included. There's a few that we're not including. People, just different setups, different deals going on. If their feelings are hurt, they can come talk to me about it, and we will talk about if they want to, restructure their deal, because we'll happily do that. But no, we are doing a blind drawing. So we're going to pull Hoop. Are we pulling names that I had, or how are we going to do this?
Yeah. So this is how it's going to work. Basically, we have taken the odds for the Masters. I hear Big T's hopping on now. So we took the odds from the Masters. We're going to pair. So we got like 27 coordinators. So we're going to take, the top guy on the list. So DJ will be paired with the number 56 with the odds. So if we're going to say DJ is partnered up with this guy, I'm going to draw the name of the coordinator. And that is, the person that has those two guys. We're going to pay out, the top 3 spots. So it should be exciting.
We are putting $5K into this pool. And the money is all going to go to the coordinator. So we're excited about this. You guys want me to take the notes, right?
I think let's see, we got you jot it down. I think we got the got to get the formatting right. I think Snyder, I think you can probably hop off, I'm pretty sure at this point.
Okay. I'll leave. See you
right,
later,
see you,
guys.
Snyder. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
What's going on, Big T?
What's up, boys? Trying to get this list ready here.
Yeah, so we got 27, so it needs 50.
Just sent you that list. I think I got one person on there that you don't have.
Okay.
Make sure we got everyone. I don't know.
You guys send me the list so that I can, because you want me to take notes on who.
Yeah, I just put it in that chat.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I'll pull it up.
I need
I need to request access. You got to give me access, Big T.
Here,
And then I got to refill my drink, so you guys can talk a little bit about it, and then we'll get it dialed in.
So going back to back on the Millie this week, or what, Big T?
Yeah, there we go.
Easy peasy. Did that work for that link? I need to pull the YouTube chat up here too. There are like 5 people watching this drawing. There's still 150 people watching these.
Yeah, everyone's going to be watching. We're watching we got to get everyone
live drawing.
I got to click that like button though. Only 70 likes. I better get on here and click 71.
Tony, so all right, so all the names in there. Do we want to open up one more column because each person
more open?
Okay, how am I not
name
seeing
on
it?
here? I've never. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, it's another one of the bets guys.
Gotcha. Okay.
Tony, do you want to put the names in? Do you want me to, or because I'm only seeing an A and a B in the sheet?
Yeah, that's because the golfers aren't on. I'm going to read the golfers. I don't have the golfers on this. We got to type the golfers in here. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, perfect. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you can.
I can type it. All right. Do I have time to get a refill real quick?
Yeah.
Let me do that.
Yeah,
we can talk about the workbench play of the night, Mr. Jeremy Lamb, 3,400, getting a 40 piece. Woo!
Got a 40 spot for you?
Yeah, a little 40 piece for 3,400.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was looking for this. Yeah, so we got, I think 28 people.
Yep.
Let me pull this list up here of the actual odds. Is that enough to where everyone could have 3 golfers, or is it still 2?
No, it's gonna be 2. We'll just if one of the crappers wins, then I said you're gonna just give everyone on the team 5K.
Yeah. If BJ Singh wins.
If BJ Singh sheds,
He's been learning from Bryson on the driving range.
Yeah,
I was nervous of VJ.
Yeah, he's gonna have that driver ramped up and ready to roll.
Let's see what we got here. Oh man!
I know you're late. You do your research and dive into it late into the week. Have you even looked at the master stuff yet?
Not really.
No.
About to shift over to it though here tonight. I'm getting excited.
Got a lot of pressure. I mean, you basically called your shot on the DK promo. You said that you're going you're looking to go back to back.
It's about to happen. I mean, when we can play Bryson at 15% owned, then
you really think he's going to come in at 15?
I mean, probably.
He always does, which is crazy. He truly always does.
Fun times.
Snyder, you probably didn't hear it. Snyder was on talking shit about him. He said he's playing Rory over him. He said he's playing Rory.
No one hates Snyder, or no one hates friggin' Bryson more than Snyder. He's going to be in for a rough ride. Imagine betting Colin Morikawa against freaking Bryson. Come on, Snyder.
This week it's worse. It's Rory. He said he's on Rory.
Well, what was his reasoning for wanting Rory?
Because he played well here.
Played well here. That was when he was good.
That was my point. That was exactly my point.
And he still hasn't won here. He's unraveled in this place.
Yeah.
Trying to get
I mean, that's what he needs. Yeah, this is the one he needs for the career Grand Slam, right?
Yeah.
Guy Mason says, I hate Bryson, but I like money. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You don't have to like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you one thing though: when he wins you $1 million, you're gonna like him. I'll tell you that much. He's gonna be here. You're gonna definitely like him.
Definitely gonna like him for that. There's no doubt about that. He's saying what is he saying? He said that, I think it was hole 1. I don't know the yardage on it, but he said if the wind's behind him, he might be able to drive the green.
Yeah, that'd be the ticket. Man, I can't get these odds to print. It's driving me nuts.
Got all the names.
All right, we ready?
Ready to go in the Rumpier Sports hat.
1 second. I got to find a place I can print these off real quick. Ricky Flowers in the field. Did anyone talk?
No, he's not in there.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. I just seen the odds.
No, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
What? Who was everybody's winner picks? Who'd Snyder pick besides Rory? Did he pick Rory to win?
No,
who'd he
pick? Rahm.
Rahm, and then he picked Fitzpatrick.
I had Big T's back. I went with Big Daddy for him.
Yeah.
I went JT and Sergio. Who was your Max Homa?
Yeah, Homa as the long shot.
Who was AP's? Sergio and who?
JT. Justin Thomas.
That's your boys. That's too easy for you. That's light work.
But they're going to ship, though. I mean,
Snyder's still in there. Snyder's still in there defending the Morikawa. Morikawa is long-term plus EV versus Bryson. He's holding strong.
Oh, we got Clint. We got my boy Clint in the chat. Clint, you better ship something this week, man. All right, I got the spreadsheet up. I will take notes. You guys let me know when we're ready to start drawing.
I'll be ready here in like 1 second. I'm just printing the sheet off so I don't mess it up.
Oh man, we have their real names and not their I feel like I don't know a lot of these names.
There's some I don't know the real names. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh man.
I know, yeah.
Actually,
I love that the viewers haven't dropped off.
That is the best part.
It's all good.
It is weird though in the industry how you just don't even know like people's real names. Like even people that work for us, like there's people I don't even know like their real names.
I love that we have Gary, just Gary from Discord. That's how I'm gonna put him in there.
I love that I was getting all the info. We got a dude from Yugoslavia or something in there.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna feel bad when we get to
HTP, right? I know HTP.
HTP.
Is that the Ventus
How many
Rudokas?
total do we need?
Is that how he's-
28.
We need 50. We have 28. We need 56. The top 56 in odds.
Okay, pulling it right now.
Do we have all of them in chat? They should be watching.
It's going to be exciting.
Pulling it right now. 56. All the way down to Ryan Palmer. Oh, there's going to be good people.
Oh.
There's going to be good
Yeah,
people.
these are going to be real good.
So if
Oh.
somehow the winner doesn't hit, Big T
We
said 5,000. It's just the highest finisher if somehow they don't win.
Yeah. If someone wins, it's going to be the highest finisher.
Because I'm
The
looking
top
at a
three-
few of these I'm deleting below. Like there's a few decent golfers below the.
Yeah, no, it's going to be the 3 highest finishers in the tournament get paid, essentially.
Okay.
That's how it's going to work. And so you guys can side bet, too, and get some side bet action going as well.
You can
It'll be
trade your
fun.
picks too.
Yeah, they can trade. They can
Yeah.
do whatever they want. Ryan Palmer, yeah,
They
that's good. So basically,
definitely
Ryan
do
Palmer,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and we have it broken up too. Like we have the top. Don't we have 2 hats to make? Everyone's going to get a shot at a high
Hey,
upside
no,
guy. Or?
whoever gets the worst first round pick is going to get the best of the second round.
Okay, perfect.
I got it printed off. We got 56 golfers.
Let's do it.
It's time to see who's going to get the job done here. So we'll
All right.
start. We'll just go top to bottom and then back down, I guess.
Let's do it.
I'm going to say, like, I'll just pick a guy and say, hold on. Let me see who's 28th. So Jason Day is 28th. He's like right in the middle.
Okay.
So I'll say an A guy, and then you draw who it's going to be.
Okay.
And then we'll do all the A's and then we'll do the B's.
Oh, so I need to hold on to these names and put them back in essentially after.
Well, no, I don't know. How should we do it?
I was just going to say you call off the pairing right now. You pair off a top guy with a low, and then
I got it. I'll do that.
yeah.
Right. It'll be easier this way. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let me fix this sheet. I'll print a new sheet.
All right, cool.
I'll pair them up perfectly.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's gonna be
Good.
fun.
Yeah, get some interaction. Yeah, the trading aspect would be sweet, and then like side bet action, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
What is it to first? 2,500.
2,500 first.
Yeah. We'll throw some
Yeah.
swag in there and stuff too. I think we can easily do that, right?
I hope. Yeah. I hope Uncle T gets like VJ somehow. Uncle T's hurt my feelings again. Totally ditched us on the Tuesday show for another.
Uncle T is going to get Patrick. Yeah, like we'll give him VJ Singh and Louis Oosthuizen. 2 good guys for Uncle T.
The feelings are hurt on the Tuesday show. I mean, they really are. That's all right. Snyder saved us.
Bobby Gomes too. Low guys. He's won too much money. Just
Just
joking, Bobby Gomes.
Bobby Gomes, he's crushed.
You can never win enough money. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Oh, these are some interesting pairings as I sort these dudes. Let's see.
Got the names. I'm gonna feel like a real big
there we
asshole. I'm gonna feel like a real big asshole when I mispronounce the actual name of people that work for us. Because, like I said, I just don't. It's all nicknames.
Call them by their. Oh, you don't know their name.
No, I like it.
Okay.
We ready, boys?
Right now, we're ready.
Here we go.
Ready to roll? All right,
We got
let's
the
do.
pairings. This will be better this way too, because I don't have to
Yep.
read the best ones in order either.
Yeah,
Okay, first drawing.
you're
Let's
just gonna
go with-
pick a random.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say the 2 golfers, and then you just pick who.
Yep.
randomly who it's-
Perfect.
Pick 2. Yep.
So the first one, let's get Patrick Reed out of the way because he sucks. Let's get him out of the way
Patrick
first.
Reed.
All right.
Patrick Reed and Ian Poulter.
Oh,
Ooh,
one at a time.
give this to Uncle T. I want Uncle T. Let's see. Here it is. Patrick Reed and Poulter. Tough pairing. Let's see who gets it. Patrick Reed and Poulter. Let's see. Can you guys see that?
Snyder, yes, Snyder.
Snyder is the first name.
Second one, let's go with Hatton and Leishman.
Oh, another one. Ooh. Let's see. Hatton, Leishman.
G Rising.
G Rising.
Up in smoke.
Hatton and Leishman. Oh, I gotta find
Hatton
him.
and Leishman.
Where's G Rising on the sheet? It's not the nicknames. Hold on, wait. Scott G. Okay.
Yeah,
Who was it again? Patrick. It was Leishman and who?
Leishman and Hatton.
Hatton. Leishman.
Oh, this is going to be a bad team. This team is, this is going to be a bad draw for someone, but I mean, maybe not. Sungjae and Molinari.
Sungjae Molinari. Sungjae Molinari goes to our boy
JT. Oh,
Hayes.
Sungjae, M, and Molinari. All right. Francesca.
Hayes.
Okay, let's go. Let's get one of the big dogs. I guess there's a lot of big dogs in this tournament, but let's go Xander and Fratelli.
Xander and Fratelli. Let's see.
I printed this list off too. Hopefully this list does not like have a bad name on there.
Xander and Fratelli. You guys are gonna die.
Coop.
You guys are going to die. I swear to God.
No.
He got Xander. No way.
Oh my God.
That is nuts.
I love it. That is so good.
That is hilarious. He gets Xander.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hey, let's
how
go.
fitting.
Let's go with a good team here. I like this team. This is a middle tier team. You guys talked about Cooch, I'm sure, playing a little better, but Webb and Cooch, it's a good, solid team.
I like that. Yeah, I like
Very
that.
similar golfers. Webb and Cooch goes to our boy, hockey guru, Mr. Blase.
Hold on. Where's his Eric? Yeah, got it. Webb and Cooch.
Yeah.
Webb and Cooch.
That's a good team.
Mr. Hockey, EJ Hockey.
That's a good like.
I like that team.
That
team's solid. You got a chance with that team.
Yeah, you got a good chance of winning with that team.
I'm still
top three.
I can't stop laughing. Coop got Xander. I mean, just unreal.
A lot of these teams there's a lot of good teams. I think we might have seen the worst team so far.
Yeah.
Sungjae and Molinari.
Yeah, Coop would say Xander, he's not going to win, but he'll get you second. And he's fading this week, too.
I'm trying to find another team I hate just to draw them here. Let's go with Morikawa. Let's get Morikawa in the mix since I hate Morikawa. Morikawa and Buzenhosen.
Oh, JSU. JSU needs to get in here. Who is it? Morikawa and
Wait. Is he in the field? Buzenholden?
Is he out?
Yeah.
I told you.
No, he's in.
Bez is in. Yeah, he's in.
If I say a bad name, don't, because I just
he's in. He's in.
Who was this one? Morikawa?
Morikawa and Buzenhosen.
Matty Ice.
I can't wait to see who trades. There's going to be some trades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll send this list out.
Let's go with another solid team. Let's go with Cantlay and Kisner.
Okay.
That's Cantlay is one of there's a lot of people talking him up to win. So this is a very, very good team right here.
Cantlay Kisner goes to K Fallick.
Oh, I hope that's the team I'm rooting for right there. I just want to send him money. He can't say no to this.
He can't reject this winning.
Cantlay and Kisner for K Fallick. There we go.
Now this is a team I don't like because I'm reading a lot of bad things about Brooks Koepka with his knee. Maybe he's just playing an act. Maybe he's acting for everybody. I think he might actually be hurt though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Brooks Koepka and Gary Woodland, ugly team. You don't want this one if you're getting drawn out of here.
Uncle T.
One of the newer members to the squad, our boy Gary.
Gary from Discord.
Our boy Gary.
Hey, you got to feel good though. I mean, if Koepka's trolling us all, you never know.
Yeah.
You always have a chance with Brooks.
Two guys with major championships right there. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. No, you're not drawing dead ever with Brooks. Let's go. Let's go with Westwood and Kokrak.
I love Westwood.
Oh, that's an interesting. I really like Kokrak. That's an interesting pairing. Westwood and Kokrak goes to HTP on the bet side.
Is that Ventus? Rudokas? Is that it? Okay. Westwood, Kokrak. I'm probably butchering that name, and if I am, I want to know how you pronounce it. We gotta get him on the stream.
I asked him for his phone number and email and address and stuff, and he I don't have that sheet up. But
I'm from Nebraska. I can't pronounce that crap.
He was like, "Where's he from?" It was from like Yugoslavia or something.
I love it.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's work our way down to the bottom here. This is the dead midway point. Like I said, Jason Day and Louis Oosthuizen. This is the two mid tiers.
Jason Day and Louis. Big Bruce.
Bruce.
Big Bruce.
Oh, I don't like this team much either, but let's go. You got to get some stinkers out of there. Adam Scott and Neiman.
I mean,
I do like
he's
Neiman.
got some win. Yeah, Scott's got some win equity though. Former champ.
I like so bad.
I like the former champs though. I mean, I like.
All right. We got
whoever
Scott,
gets Sergio though. Whew.
Scott and Neiman. Scott and Neiman.
Who runs better than Keg? Keg's going to get definitely one of the favorites. Keg runs so good. Is Keg in the drawing?
He's in the drawing. He is in the drawing. All right.
Do we have his name on here?
Yeah. Scott
we do.
And Neiman go to Holden.
Yeah.
Scott and Neiman. Yeah.
All righty. We got another
Good
previous
spot.
champion, two-time champ, I think. I'm pretty sure. Bubba Watson.
Bubba, yeah.
Will Z.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
Will. I love Will.
There must be some good teams coming up.
Oh, there's some good. I saved the top dogs.
Our college basketball guru himself, Mr. Steve Boynton.
What was that again?
Bubba and Willie Z.
Bubba and Willie Z.
Let's go. I hate this team too. This team is. This might be my least favorite team, but Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose.
Oh,
Fleetwood and Rose. Ooh.
This is a brutal pairing.
Oh no.
This might be the worst of all right here in my eyes. This could be.
This is automatic gear. We'll get you some.
We'll get you some
gear. I'll get one of those cups. They're actually nice. All right.
Yeah, those cups.
I've been using it quite a bit.
Oh, our boy Keg.
After we were talking about the Keg, look at his head written on there.
Rose and who again?
Keg. Fleetwood and Rose. Maybe Keg doesn't run better than anyone.
Oh, man.
Spoke too soon.
Wait, did you say Fleetwood and Rose?
Yeah.
I mean, Fleetwood, I don't know. Fleetwood's
–
there's worse picks.
Here's an interesting team. That's how good Keg runs. I should take some Fleetwood now because Fleetwood's probably going to win the thing.
Exactly.
But, man, so let's get Rory out of the way. Rory and Phil Mickelson. Big Philbert.
Oh. Rory and Phil go to new member of the squad, handling the email marketing for Run Pure Sports, doing a phenomenal job. Jared.
Oh,
Jared.
Master of the lopsided baseball in the picture.
What did Snyder call Rory? McIlroy?
McElroy and then Brooks.
I don't know if he was trolling or not, but that was funny.
Brooks Kopeka and
Kopeka. Oh, Snyder, I love it.
Oh, so we'll save Spieth. We can't use Spieth yet. He's too He's too polarizing.
We should do JT and someone.
JT, you want JT in there?
JT and who's he paired with?
JT and Cam Champ.
Oh, that's the winning squad right there with Cam Champ. Oh my gosh.
JT and Cam Champ. Right here. This is a big one.
That
this person's
is
definitely
juicy.
live before round 1 to win. One of the OGs. Our boy Mikey.
Oh, wow, he runs
Mikey.
good.
Mikey.
The most shocking thing of all right now is that
Mikey
we
is
picked
live.
up viewers since we started this drawing. I hope we picked up viewers. We picked up freaking viewers.
This is where the winners come.
impressive.
The winners are going to be found right here.
I would have bet any amount that we would start slowly going down, and people are loving it.
Yeah, it's going up. People
God,
want
that's
it.
a good team.
We got some
JT
big
and
time
Champ.
squads left.
That's a good team.
Let's go with Daniel Berger and Victor Perez.
Ooh, I love Berger.
I love Berger. Berger can definitely win you cash this week.
Berger, Perez. The man that handles our partnerships at Run Pure Sports, Joe K.
Okay.
Our boy Joe.
Go, Joe.
Our boy
That's
Joe.
a good squad right there.
Yeah. It's Berger.
Perez did good in that match play event, right?
Oh, he looked real good in that.
Yeah. He was really
I'm going
solid.
to add him to my field. He's not in the playbook or anything, but he looked good.
I don't love this next team, I'm going to be honest, but Scotty Scheffler and Shane Lowry.
Ooh.
Kind of like Lowry. I don't like Scheffler, but I kind of like Lowry. I think it's just going to play tough this week.
Title's in here. He says, "Who's won so far?" Nobody's won. I don't know if you're aware of Title, but the Masters starts on
No,
Thursday.
whoever got JT. Yeah, Mikey's the winner so far.
C&B Sports, no, we're not in this. Not everyone's in it, just a
No.
lot of the coordinators.
All right, who's this team? What was the pairing?
Scheffler and Shane Lowry.
Scheffler and Lowry. Susie.
Susie!
Ooh, Susie. There we go. Scheffler.
Let's go. Oh, here's a personal favorite of mine, but let's go Finau and Brian Harmon, baby. Brian
Ooh,
Harmon.
Yeah.
Gosh, I do kind of like this team. I mean, Finau scaring me, but man, I really like Harmon. Finau.
Are we saving Bryson for no second to
One
last?
of the
Or,
last.
yeah.
Projections guy, Luke.
Hey, just no asking for tips, Luke. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't save all the big dogs for. I wouldn't save all the big dogs for last, just in case our
It's a
numbers don't
good
match
way
up.
to get kicked out of the Rumpier community.
Just in case our numbers don't match up on the drawing.
It would be funny if they didn't, man. That's my biggest fear is that we forgot someone or the numbers. Whoever we forgot gets Freddie Couples and they get a win. Okay,
Xander is not winning Titletown. Come on, bud.
Who?
Title said Xander's winning.
Yeah, Xander's not winning. Okay, let's do a big team. Let's do Rahm. Let's get Rahm in there.
Yeah.
John Rahm.
Yep, here we go.
Is this a previous? It might be a previous winner. I can't. Danny Willett. Did he win this event?
Yeah,
He did. He's
Yeah.
a champ. He's a Masters champ.
it was the
Yep,
year that
that's a good team
Spieth.
then.
Spieth hit into the water, and then Willett ended up.
I think we see a 2-time, maybe 3-time champion. This is a good squad right here. Whoever gets it.
I mean, you can't
This is
go
a
wrong.
really
with
good squad.
Previous.
Who is it?
Rahm and Willett.
Okay, it's our boy Tyler on the bet side.
Oh, Tyler. There we go. Oh, this is I love that.
Captain says, "Give me Bryson and Couples." Well, shit. Who wouldn't want Bryson and Couples, Captain? What else do you want?
Captain is not eligible for this drawing.
I mean, wow. Anyway, he comes
Unless
up-
Captain wants a different setup.
he
We
wants
can,
the two best guys in the tournament. I mean, whew. Let's go Hovland. Hovland and Corey Connors, a nice little team.
Wow. This is to me, this is the front runner right here.
Nice team.
Front runner? Come on.
You got two.
Come on, not a front runner. It's a good squad. It's a cash game squad.
You got two live soldiers.
You got two dudes that can't putt at Augusta. That's the only problem.
Oh man. The front runner, Hovland.
He's going to say, "Hoop 24-10."
Someone in the chat, an active chat member tonight, our boy Joey Wirt.
Joey Wirt. That's a good squad.
He's winning.
It's definitely not a bad squad.
Joey's going to ship.
Where's Joey? Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Where's he at? I don't see Joey Wirt. Where's he at?
He's been in there.
He's at the bottom.
No, I was saying in the chat. Okay, let's go.
He's in there.
I think Greg is spread. When you get to Greg, that's spread, right,
Yep.
Greg?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's go Cam Smith and Max Homa.
I actually like this squad too.
Yeah, this is a good squad.
Another winner.
There's a lot of good teams.
A couple names. The soccer
Mikey has
guy,
the best squad.
Jaime.
Oh, there we go.
Joey's
Jaime.
in there.
So we got one. Let's just make sure here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. AP, is that right?
One.
Yeah, that's right.
See how many I
One,
got.
two,
Who's
three,
left just to make
four,
this fun?
5. All right, we got Bobby Gomes. We got D-Rock. We got Rubio Dimes. So that's 3. We got Uncle T. We got Titletown. We got The Spread. And we got Dimitri Manuel. That's got
That's score with D or whatever it is in this.
Score
show.
with D. Score with D. Yeah.
All right, okay, I have all those
You got
names.
7 names
We
left?
actually, surprisingly enough, we have 7 names.
Okay, so we got the drama now because we got 3. I would say 3 very, very good teams and a couple other contenders. So we got. I mean, it's going to be a fun final stretch here. Let's go with this team: Matt Fitzpatrick and Billy Ho.
Ooh.
All right, Fitzpatrick and Ho.
It's a good squad.
Fitzy Ho,
is-
Fitzy Ho.
It's a good squad to cash, I'll tell you that.
2 stuck here. All right, Fitzpatrick and Ho go to our boy Spread on the bet side.
Brad.
Okay.
Spread.
All righty, let's go with another chalk DFS player this week. But Paul Casey, actually two chalk guys here. This is going to give Hoop 6 to midnight. This team.
I'm already.
Paul Casey and Abe Answer.
Ooh, don't do it to me. Oh, man. You hear that knocking?
Oh, this is a
Table's
good
knocking,
squad
boys.
right here.
The table's knocking.
Man.
All right. I'm getting props in the chat that I'm a professional with drawing names out of a hat. I appreciate that. Not easy. Almost had to wake up the kids to make it more official. Have them do it, dude. Ooh, man. And it goes to a guy, AP, that you and I had to sit and watch root against our winners in MMA about 2 or 3 weekends ago.
Title? Oh.
Yeah, his title gets hooked up with the dominant squad.
God. And it's a cash game squad for him, too. Title is literally 6 to midnight right
The
now.
problem
This
with
is like
Paul
the
Casey
most.
and Abe Answer, though, is you don't have the winner of the tournament title. You don't get the big check.
You get the 5th place and the
He's
9th
eligible.
place guy.
Hey, he's live for 3rd place.
He's very live for 3rd. Oh, okay. What do we got here? We got 4 teams. Okay, let's definitely go with this one next. Hideki and Matty Wolf.
Ooh.
I like Decky, but not Wolf. He's been so bad.
Should we mix these suckers up?
Mikey, we should already just send him the check right now. I see Mikey in chat. Look at that jersey 007. Whew.
Our boy Rubio.
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 All right, Greg.
He did. Rubio gotta give him credit. He about put Mangone in a coffin at Big T's house in that one-on-one game.
I like. All right, so I like Hideki this week. I think he's a pretty good play. So there you go, Rubio.
Okay, let's go, Sergio.
There's always tomorrow. Oh, here we go.
This is AP
Sergio?
squad right here.
Sergio and Harris English.
Oh, at least you got Sergio. At least you got Sergio.
Sergio and Harris English goes to a new member of the squad. It's on the handwritten paper.
Score?
D-Rock?
D.
Score with D.
D.
Oh, no, score with D. All right. I like it.
We're
Yeah,
down
D-Rock's still in here, right? D-Rock, Uncle T.
D-Rock
and
is live for Bryson. Ooh.
he's running pure.
Hey, real quick, let's pause. What studs do
We
we
got
have
the
left?
3 favorites of the tournament left.
Wow.
Uncle
So
T.
Bobby
Uncle T's
Gomes, Uncle
God,
T
Uncle
and
T's
D-Rock.
still in there. That
Who
pisses
runs
me
better than
Ron.
Uncle T?
Who runs
Uncle
better?
T.
Ooh, oh my gosh, Uncle T. Jeez.
We got
Bales.
3. Who's left? Who's it?
Uncle T, D-Rock, and
D-Rock, Bobby Gomes. Who runs better than Gomes? and
Man,
D-Rock?
Bobby
Oh,
Gomes
God.
does run the
Uncle T.
best. Like Bobby Gomes runs just the purest of pure.
Yeah. God,
And we got
T's still in
DJ.
here. Uncle T bails on the Tuesday show. Now he's eligible for the best team as well. And that is that
It's
hurts.
DJ,
It's
Bryson,
hurtful.
and
It's
Spieth.
hurtful.
Who should we draw first? DJ, Bryson, or Spieth?
Let's do DJ. Let's do DJ first, and then we got
DJ and Ryan
yeah.
Palmer.
Okay,
Oh my, that's a great team. That's a great squad.
that is a really good squad.
Ryan Palmer. Yeah. Got one. Of course, goes the guy that just runs so damn pure, Mr.
Which
Bobby
one?
Gomes.
They all run so
They
pure.
all do,
Go.
yeah, Gomes.
So,
Man.
Dustin, DJ,
It's
Palmer.
DJ.
Wow, what a squad, Gomes.
Eric B said Uncle T and the Lucky Sperm Club.
All right, we got D-Rock and we got Uncle T left.
Do we draw?
D-Rock.
We gotta draw. We gotta leave Bryson last.
Yeah.
We got Jordan Spieth
Speed.
and Siwoo.
Woo.
That's a good squad right there. Oh, and Siwoo. Oh,
It'd
man.
be a tough draw though. You either get Spieth or Bryson right now. Like I would be sweating bullets trying to get Bryson.
Spieth and goes to our Uncle T is goes to our boy
D-Rock
D-Rock. D-Rock
Oh.
gets
Yeah,
Spieth.
Uncle T gets Bryson.
Uncle T gets
Oh.
Bryson. Oh, that is so painful. That is honestly the most painful thing. Oh gosh, Uncle T.
Uncle
He
T
should be
gets
disqualified.
Bryson.
He should be
Bryson and who?
disqualified. He should be disqualified for bailing on the Tuesday show.
Uncle T.
He should be
Bryson and who?
disqualified.
Bryson, the official
And-
drawing is Bryson and
couple of Freddie
Sebastian
Couples?
Munoz.
Munoz? Oh,
Munoz,
I thought it was going
I
to be
mean-
like Freddie Couples or something.
If he wants Freddie instead, he can have Freddie instead.
Munoz is good. All right.
Man, Uncle T. Uncle freaking T. Just
We were talking
running so
about him
pure.
trying to get the first pick too, and he somehow banks the last pick of the whole thing.
Let me review
Made it
this
all
real
the way.
quick, okay? Let me just review this. So we got Bobby Gomes with DJ and Palmer. We got Bruce with Day and Usti. We got our boy D-Rock, MLB guy, new, just phenomenal dude. Spieth and Siwoo Kim. We got our hockey guy, Eric Blase with Webb and Kuchar. We got Gary from Discord with BK.
Gary from Discord.
And Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland. There you go. Gary from
Yeah,
Discord gets Gary Woodland. We got Rubio Dimes with Hideki and Matt Wolf. Not a bad squad at all. We got Holden with Adam Scott and Joaquin Neiman. We got Jaime with Cam Smith and Max Homa. Very good squad right there.
That's a good team. That's a really good team.
A lot of upside. Jared Kimball with Rory and Phil Mickelson. We got Joe K with Berger and Perez. JT Hayes with Sungjae In and Molinari. Kay Fallick with Patrick Cantley and Kisner. I think that's a very good team as well. Luke Geist, Tony Finau, Brian Harmon, Matty Ice with Morikawa and Bezudenhout. We got Mikey with the best team, in my opinion, Justin Thomas, Cam Champ. Mitch Snyder with Patrick Reed, Ian Poulter, Reed, our boy Coop with Xander.
That's the best. That's the best part of the whole drawing. The best part of the whole drawing is Coop getting Xander.
G. Risen with Hatton and Leishman. Our boy Boynton with Bubba Watson and Willie Z. Susie with Scotty Scheffler, Shane Lowry. Uncle T, painful. Bryson and Sebastian Munoz. Titletown, Paul Casey and Abe Answer, the team that either bubbles or just slides in to cash, our cash game team. Keg with Fleetwood and Rose. Oh, that's a painful team.
Fleetwood's going to win, though.
Oh, man. Joey Work with Victor Hovland and Corey Connors. Very good team right there. Spread with Fitzpatrick and Billy Ho. Tyler Hicks with Rom and Willett. Dimitri with Sergio and Harris English. And HTP with Westwood and Kokrak.
Solid. I like that Hovland team. Who is Hovland with? Hovland and
Corey Connors for Joey Work.
That's
Joey Work. That's a good team right there. So hey, we're gonna post this in our coordinators chat. If you guys want to, swap amongst yourselves, you can do whatever. Make sure that we know, and we'll go from there.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, yeah, just part of the whole thing of Run Pure Sports. We do the free tickets. We do the ticket giveaway and stuff, and we're just all about giving back. So our coordinators were very appreciative of everything they've done and continue to do to grow Run Pure Sports, and it's kind of something that we threw together. Thought it'd be fun and entertaining for everyone to follow. So we'll see. It'll be a lot of fun, but we're going to continue to do stuff like this moving forward.
Yeah, very good. Cool stuff. And tomorrow night we have the show. We have the show, the Uncle T. Yeah, I'm kind of, my feelings are really hurt right now, guys. Like very, very hurt. He gets Bryson, who I love, and
such bullshit.
The other thing is go to Twitter, go look at the DraftKings, what they posted. Very good video that Big T did, talking about his win. We need Bryson to see that thing. Man, we need him to see that thing. Retweet it. It would be phenomenal.
I can't believe he didn't respond. It is very hurtful. It's very hurtful. I thought for sure with it being DraftKings, he didn't have to go anything crazy, but he could have wrote something back.
Dude, I don't think he looks at his phone. I think he's
probably
doesn't with golf.
Someone should have told him.
The event.
His agent or someone should have been right back.
But if every member went and retweeted it, liked it, I think we would get a response. There would be a lot of buzz with that. So, again, we get the show tomorrow night and a full schedule. We got MLB, NBA, and then we got Big T, we got JSU and Uncle T on the show tomorrow night to talk about the winners. Don't miss that show. Last time that those three got together, our guy right here won $1 million, and we have three chances tomorrow to do the same thing. So, this week to do the same thing. So let's all tune in tomorrow night. Let's dial in our builds and let's run Pier this week.
Let's go.